What's good, y'all? What's happening, man? It's FLYEERRKicks, and welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time here, man, I appreciate you for stopping by. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, man. Join the freaking Flyers Club. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Drop a like, drop a comment if you like the content. And last but not least, man, I got my IG name listed right here down below. Head over to IG, give me a follow. Let's interact on there as well. And let's jump right into it, man. I'm really excited about this pair, bro. Ever since I was in high school, like my sophomore year for sure, I wanted this shoe. Wasn't able to buy shoes like that back then. Getting one pair, maybe two pair of shoes per school year until I got my own job, bro. But y'all see it, Jordan 12 boxes. It's technically an early pair. Grab these joints off the shock drop, man. Nike on the top of the box, orange going around the top of the lid, black going across the bottom. Tag on this joint reads Air Jordan 12 Retro, white, black, varsity red, size 11.5, man. Personal pair, man. This is the pair to complete my OG 12 collection. Been wanting them, finally got them. Hit on a shock drop, so I got it out the way, man. Let's get into these joints and see what they're looking like. Now here we have the Air Jordan 12 in the cherry colorway for the first time since 2009, man. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm super excited to have these joints. Let's check out these details and see how you guys are feeling about them. Now starting with the front of the shoe, man, you see that red and that white leather kind of clash. So you have the red mud guard and the white going across the toe box, and the slightly tumbled leather, some pretty decent materials. Nothing too crazy, but you can see those white and red hits there with the signature like wave pattern that comes with like Air Jordan 12s, man. Really nice, going up into those pure white laces, pure white tongue, with the black 2-3 embroidered inside of the tongue as well. Getting to the top of the tongue, it has the black Jumpman embroidered in. Getting to the outside of the shoe, man, it has that red mud guard going all the way around the side with the red Jumpman right here, pressed in with like a plastic plate going across the side of the shoe. And like I said earlier, it does have the white leather with the like wave stitching going all the way across, man. Some nice, decent tumble leather going across there for sure. I love this shoe. I love 12s, man. I'm super happy to have this cherry. Getting to the back of the shoe, man, you see it has the black pull tab, white and red Jumpman box up top with the Jordan sign there, and the tag on the Jordan sign reads quality inspired by the greatest player ever. I mean, LeBron's the greatest player ever, but we'll let them have that because Jordan got the best shoes. She has the red outsole with the 23 pressed on and white. On the inside of the shoe, man, it's just the same as the outside. Has the red plastic plate here. Has the red like mud guard, has the white leather with the waves and a nice tumble leather. Going across back to the front, man, it has that white leather going across the toe box, man. Getting into that midsole, man, you see it has the all red midsole except for the back of the shoe where it's like a white part of the midsole there. Same on the inside of the shoe as well. And on the outsole of the shoe, man, you see it has the black pods on the front and on the back of the shoe with the grip pattern. It has the white and black carbon fiber plate underneath the shoe. And it still has like that red wave pattern, kind of matching the white leather wave pattern that's on the top of the shoe, man. Really nice. Another thing I really like about Jordan 12s is they always add like the metal like eyelets at the top of the shoe, man. Even though these may be plastic, but they look metal. Got the silver eyelets right there with the Jumpman going up top on both of the eyelets, man. Super dope there. Now the inside sock liner is laced in black all the way around, all the way through the insole. The insole is all black with the red Jumpman. Pretty sure you can't see that very well, but red Jumpman on the inside of the insoles, man. Really classic shoe, man. White, black, and red. First time we got cherry since 2009, man. Everybody's gonna be all over these. You definitely can expect them to sell out. I'll get into like pricing and resale later, but as far as selling out, as far as being a hot shoe and people wanting these, it's the fourth quarter, holiday-ish season, man. This is a good shoe. This will sell out, man. Do your footwork, you'll be able to grab these joints for sure, though. Now, getting into that right shoe, man, just the same as the left. It has the white leather going across the side of the shoe. Some really soft leather, just like they do pretty good materials on pretty much all 12s. Has that red mud guard going here. Has the red plastic hit right here going across with the Jumpman there. Red and white going all the way across the midsole of the shoe. Pretty soft material going across the back. To me, 12s are one of the more comfortable Jordans, in my opinion, especially if like the higher numbers. I really like the Jordan 12. The midsole definitely has like a little bounce to it, especially once you break them in, they feel really good. Same thing on this side with the laces and with the 2-3 going across the tongue embroidered in. Jumpman going across the top. It has the silver eye stays on this one as well with the Jumpman on both of those eye stays. Same pull tab on the back of the shoe with the white and red Jumpman box up top. Jordan, quality inspired by the greatest player ever. 23 hit back here with the red outsole, white 23 on the inside. And on the outsole, man, it has the black grip pads on the front and on the back of the shoe. Has that black and white carbon fiber hits in the middle with the red, kind of slightly translucent outsole, but a really dark red translucent material there. Really clean shoe, man. It's a Jordan 12. It's a cherry. I have all of the 12s, man. I ended up selling my playoffs last year, but now that I have these, I got to circle back, go ahead and grab playoffs. Got cherries. I got taxis. I got French blues, man. I got flu games. I gotta go back and get playoffs just to complete the pack, man. It's only right. The only thing I don't like about playoffs is this outsole is mainly white and it does stain really quick and it doesn't really look good after a few wears, but it's definitely a clean shoe. You know me, I love black shoes. But if I had to pick one, I definitely would take the taxi over the playoffs, but I think cherries would go above all, I think. Flu games, taxis, cherries. It's really tough, man. Jordan 12s are super clean. They have some of the best colorways, the best color blocking. I'm happy to have these. Gotta grab playoffs, man. Y'all let me know down below. Were you able to score on the shock drop? Are you looking to grab these joints, man? If so, where from, man? What's your usual technique of grabbing like regular GR shoes? You hitting your Foot Lockers, your Hibbits, your City Gears and things like that. You banking on sneakers, man. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you grabbed the shock drop, and if not, where you plan on grabbing these joints from. Now, as far as pricing on these joints, man, I did mention earlier I did hit on the shock drop. That was 210 bucks plus tax. In Texas, that was like 227 out the door. And that's a pretty hefty price tag, I'm not gonna lie. The Jordan retail pricing is steady climbing, little by little. Even Nike Dunks are starting to go to 120, 115, 125 on the regular Dunks. You're gonna see increases on shoes, definitely a lot, and especially lately, man. Shoes have just been trying to kind of creep up on their retail price. Nike and Jordan Brand know exactly what they're doing. But like I said, these were 227 out the door. And as far as resale pricing, man, these joints are 250 to 270 across all sizes, man, on your aftermarket pricings. So you definitely can expect these joints to drop just a little more once we get the big worldwide drop on October the 28th, I believe. I can predict pricing to be like right around the $250 range just across the board. And it's probably gonna sit there similar to the playoff 8s, man. They are a classic shoe. They did sell out initially. You maybe can find them at a couple of stores, hit or miss here and there. But as far as like resale pricing, they aren't too crazy. You can get those still for $240 to $260. And in quite a few months, you definitely will see these joints rise. Just like we've seen on the White Cement 3, the reimagined joints, those didn't do extremely well after release. You can see prices on those kind of drop down to that $250, $260 range. And now you're seeing those go up to $270 to $300 depending on the size. So with a classic shoe like this, you'll definitely be able to make some bread later. But if you're a reseller, I say get your pre-orders in. You'll be able to move a lot of pairs on release weekend, but the price won't hold to an extremely high resale price right after the release. But still a good shoe. Definitely going to be in high demand. Definitely going to be a good mover for a lot of people. But if you're trying to buy and you're not able to get for retail, I wouldn't spend more than like $250, $260 on these joints on your resale aftermarkets. Now, as far as the quality on these joints, man, it's a really good shoe. I don't ever really tend to see real flaws on Jordan 12s like that. I have like quite a few Jordan 12s and I hardly ever see any flaws on those. I don't see any stitching or glue flaws on these joints at all. And like when we see on our Jordan 4s and things like that, we always see like a lot of glue. On this one, I literally see 0 glue stains, man. I see 0 paint flaws, 0 stitching errors and things like that. The only recent Jordan 12 that have any flaws like the Alma Meyer pairs, and that was only on the white pair because of that maroon dark dye suede material kind of bled over into the white. But as far as quality, that one had great quality leather, great quality suede, and great stitching quality as well. But when you're dealing with like that really nice dyed nappy suede material, it always tends to like bleed over. But other than that, 12s are always really good on quality, and this one falls right in line, man. It's a really good shoe, nice quality, no flaws, really good colorway, man. Y'all leave me a comment down below, let me know how you guys are feeling about these joints. But overall, man, it just about wraps it up for this video. Just want to give you guys a quick unboxing and review of this Air Jordan 12 in the cherry colorway that we got for the first time since 09, man. Leave me your honest opinion down below. Let me know how you guys are feeling about these. Do you love them? Do you hate them? You copping, dropping, dripping, flipping, skipping? Whatever it is, man, leave me your comment down below. Leave me an honest opinion, man. Let me know how you're feeling. If you're asking me, if you're asking anybody probably over the age of 25, they're gonna cop this Air Jordan 12 Cherry, man. A lot of us, well, a lot of people, when I grew up, man, we didn't have a whole lot of money to buy all the shoes, man. A lot of people at my high school did have these. I went to Carter High, white and red shoe. It was a good school shoe. This came out like around Christmas time, so a lot of people got these as Christmas shoes and wore them a lot in the spring semester. So it being a white and red shoe, I saw this shoe a whole lot as a child. I was never able to get it, man, but to have it now, it's just filling that nostalgic void in my life, man. I'm happy to have this Air Jordan 12 Cherry, man. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling, man. But like I said, it's gonna wrap it up for this one. Until next time on the next video, we got the Air Jordan 12 in the cherry colorway, man. Peace.